When working with industrial sensors, you might have heard the terms NPN and PNP. But if you still want to understand them clearly, this video is for you. In this video, we'll learn everything you need to know about NPN and PNP sensors in industrial automation. NPN and PNP are terms used to describe the type of transistor output used in sensors. These names come from the transistor structure used in electronics. NPN stands for negative positive negative, and PNP stands for positive negative positive. In PLC automation, these terms indicate how a sensor's output switches the signal to the PLC input circuit. This concept is used when dealing with DC digital signals such as push button, inductive proximity sensor, and limit switches. Among these, the proximity sensor is especially important because its output transistor determines how current flows between the sensor and the PLC input. Now, let's clearly understand NPN and PNP using an inductive proximity sensor. From this point onward, I will explain everything using an inductive proximity sensor. A typical NPN or PNP sensor has a 3-wire connection, 2 wires for power and 1 wire for the signal. When the sensor detects an object, the signal wire is triggered either with the positive or the negative power wire of the sensor. Whether the sensor is NPN or PNP depends on how the signal wire is connected to its power wires. If the signal wire connects to the positive wire, the sensor is a PNP type, as it outputs 24 volts at the sensor's output terminal. If the signal wire connects to the negative wire, the sensor is an NPN type, as it creates a path to ground. So, in simple terms, what these sensors do is just connect or disconnect a current path via contact. This contact can be either normally open or normally closed. Why do these two contact types exist? They are used for different applications, such as building relay-based logic and implementing safety conditions in PLC ladder programming. To understand how normally open and normally closed sensor work, assume this sensor is PNP type sensor. The normally open sensor does not output 24 volt when no object is present near the sensor. Once the sensor detects an object, it sends 24 volt to the output terminal. In contrast, the normally closed type sensor works differently. In this case, the sensor signal wire is connected to the 24 volt positive terminal by default. This means that when no object is detected, the sensor is always sending a signal. When the sensor detects an object, path open and cut off the signal. Now you have a clear understanding of how these sensors work. Next, let's see how NPN and PNP sensors are connected to a PLC. In an NPN configuration, the sensor's brown wire is connected to the positive terminal of the power supply, and the blue wire is connected to the negative terminal. The sensor signal wire, normally the black, is then connected to the PLC digital input terminal, for example X4. But the wiring is not complete yet. This is the important part. For an NPN type sensor, the PLC input should be PNP type, also known as a sourcing input. In this configuration, the sensor creates a path to ground. Now let's look at the PLC side wiring. The PLC is powered using a separate external power source. Typically, 230 AC volt is supplied to the PLC through the L and N terminals. Then, the PLC COM terminal is connected to the 24 volt positive terminal of the power supply. Now the wiring is completed. This method is called the power supply input wiring method. Some PLCs have a built-in 24 volt power supply, so in that case, you don't need an external power supply. In this arrangement, current flows from the power supply to the PLC, then to the sensor, and finally back to the power supply through the sensor. If you're still confused about this wiring method, you can check my other videos on PLC basic wiring guide and syncing versus sourcing explained. In a PNP sensor, the wiring arrangement is similar to the NPN type. The sensor power wires are connected to the power supply, and the signal wire is connected to the PLC digital input terminal, for example X4. However, there is an important difference. Since a PNP sensor acts as a source, the PLC input should be NPN type, also known as a sinking input. This means the PLC is designed to accept a positive 24-volt signal at its input terminal. Now let's look at the PLC side wiring. For a PNP sensor configuration, the PLC COM terminal is connected to the negative terminal of the power supply. In this arrangement, current flows from the power supply to the sensor first, then to the PLC, and finally returns to the power supply. Why is these concepts so important? If the wiring is done incorrectly, the PLC may not detect input signals properly. In the worst case, it can even damage the PLC. So, it's important to understand these wiring methods and concepts when working with PLCs and automation systems. Now we have discussed the basics of NPN and PNP sensors. But when working in real-world applications, you also need to know a few important things such as how to identify an NPN and PNP sensor and how to select the correct sensor type. When selecting an inductive sensor for your application, it's important to know whether the sensor is NPN or PNP. So, how can you identify it? There are several methods. The easiest and most convenient way is to check the printed details on the sensor body. These usually include the sensor type, whether NPN or PNP, wiring diagram, and the contact type. If these details are not available, you can check the sensor using a multimeter. For this, you need to power the sensor and measure the voltage between the sensor output terminal and the power supply negative terminal. In the default state, if there is no voltage at the output, and when an object is detected, the output becomes 24 volt, then the sensor is a PNP type, normally open sensor. Similarly, you can test and identify the sensor using different condition. Another method is to refer to the model number and check the manufacturer's datasheet. This will clearly specify whether the sensor is NPN or PNP, along with detailed specifications. When selecting a sensor for your application, there are a few important things to consider. First, check your PLC input module type. If the PLC is NPN type, you should select a PNP type sensor. If the PLC is PNP type, then you should select an NPN type sensor. Next, consider the type of contact, whether you need a normally open or normally closed sensor, based on your application. Also, pay attention to the operating voltage of the sensor. Make sure the sensor's voltage and current ratings match the PLC input module specifications. Finally, here's a bonus tip when working with NPN and PNP sensors, especially useful for engineers and technicians involved in maintenance and troubleshooting. Let's say you have an NPN type sensor, but your PLC input is also NPN type. In this case, you cannot connect them directly. The PLC requires a PNP type signal. So, how can you solve this? You can convert the NPN signal to a PNP signal using a relay. In this method, do not connect the sensor signal wire directly to the PLC. Instead, connect the sensor output to the relay coil. The other side of the relay coil is connected to the 24-volt power supply. Then, connect 24 volt from the power supply to the relay's normally open contact. The other side of this contact is connected to the PLC input. This becomes your new signal wire. So what happens here? When the sensor activates, it energizes the relay coil. This closes the normally open contact, allowing 24 volt to pass through to the PLC input. In this way, the NPN sensor signal is effectively converted into a PNP signal. Let's quickly summarize what we discussed. NPN and PNP are terms used to describe two types of transistor outputs. NPN stands for negative positive negative, and it outputs a 0-volt signal. PNP stands for positive negative positive, and it outputs a positive 24-volt signal. An NPN sensor is compatible with a PNP-type PLC input module, also known as a sourcing PLC. A PNP sensor is compatible with an NPN-type PLC input module, also known as a syncing PLC. In an NPN sensor, current flows from the PLC to the sensor. In a PNP sensor, current flows from the sensor to the PLC. Sensor outputs are available in either normally open or normally closed types. Connecting an NPN or PNP sensor is simple, but selecting the correct PLC that matches the sensor type is the key. Also, the wiring configuration is different for NPN and PNP. In this video, we explained NPN and PNP concepts using an inductive proximity sensor. You can apply this same basic knowledge to other types of sensors, as NPN and PNP configurations follow the same principle.